Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, there is a disturbing trend going on in the world. Okay, here we have CNN. Here's the N, here's the W, and there's the O backwards that I just discovered. And then January 5th. Okay, this is 3 days, 3 days after this woman's daughter. Mother remembers daughter who died in Kentucky plane crash with Anderson Cooper. It's the same as the Sandy Hook interview, although the mother is only speaking. They don't show a picture of her. And they do exactly the same thing. Well, tell, sorry, tell us about your daughter. She liked to dance, didn't she? Oh, and she liked fashion, right? Oh, and how about makeup? And they're laughing and reminiscing about her daughter. This is insanity, isn't it? Would you actually go on global news and talk about your daughter 3 days later and laugh? Okay, I'm not kidding. Probably you saw it, but he is laughing. I just pick a spot and play.
We're a very close family, so we're all pulling together, and we're helping each other out, leaning on each other. But we have a lot of kids in the family, and we were very close, so it's very difficult. And the children are doing as well as I think can be expected.
I know Sierra had a birthday coming up. You guys obviously just had Christmas. What do you want people to know about Sierra?
Oh goodness. Sierra was so kind to everybody, and she looked at the positive in everything, and I've always said she wore her heart on her sleeve. And I want somebody to take away something good from this, and just think, we don't have another tomorrow. You don't know who you're going to not see. You don't know if somebody's going to walk out that door and you're never going to see them again.
Okay, that's true. No disrespect, but I'm gonna go up here. She's not crying, she can speak. Oh my goodness, this is just they're doing something to the hearts and minds of people. They are something very weird is being done, and no one is questioning this story, and that is what seems to be a story. One site that I looked at, they said as yet no one has seen Sailor Gutzler. No one. Okay, I'll just go here and see. Try to catch.
But you gotta live each day like you're never gonna see that person again.
And you were able to hug her and kiss her when she left.
I did. She's a teenager and she doesn't like that. And I made sure when she got in Marty's Jeep and I put her bags in the back and I said, "You get over here," and I made her open that door and I gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek and she kind of rolled her eyes at me and I said, "I love you," and she's a teenager and all those kids, you know how they do. They give you the eye roll and they put their hands across their chest and, "Okay, Mom, go away."
Laughing.
That's something you can't ever take away.
I understand she loved dancing.
Oh, she loved dancing and music. I think the most important things in her life right now is family and friends.
And she loved clothes too, I understand.
Oh my God, she was a girly girl. She was such a girly girl.
Oh,
and,
this is pathetic. It's too pathetic. I can't stand it. Okay, I want to show you something else. I just put this down here. I have all these okay, I want to show you this. Here's the obituary, okay? And it's Marty Gutzler, and here they spell it Mary Gutzler. Doesn't a person who has just passed away on their obituary deserve to have their name correct? Instead of Mary, it should be Marty. It's because Humans either don't care or artificial intelligence is writing this news. Okay, I want to show you another one. Okay, it's not that. That's what we just had. Okay. I've spent a lot of time on here just because I can't really believe it. But anyway, and also this, the parallels of Sailor Moon anime in Japan with the Sailor Moon character who dies and loses her parents in an airplane crash is really, really remarkable. Okay, let's see. Okay, the Sailor Senshi page is dedicated entirely. Okay, in the original anime, both her parents are dead. They died in a plane crash. Okay, I put that in another video, but just to, in case anybody missed it. And she also carries a torch, one of the Sailor Moon anime. And this. How can this article be written January 2nd at 11:05 p.m. and have all this information verified and backed up by 11:05 on January 22nd? Do you really think this is possible? She trekked a mile navigating blackberry, briars and fallen trees, and have this story all prepared and written on the night of the crash, 6:30, and then have it done and in to report by 11:05 p.m. January 2nd. I don't know. And then they say over and over that she fell from the sky into a dark hole. She created a torch to light her path. Okay, I did read one other place where she said she thought about creating a torch. So, you know, this could be like the Chinese telephone game where it's just all out of control. Anyway, she held the torch with her good arm. Can you imagine being 7 years old, holding the torch with your good arm? You have broken bones or broken wrist for sure, and you go down into a 12-foot ravine and get out of it, and you go past all of these obstacles and maneuvering in the dark and freezing weather with no warm clothes just after you experienced a crash where everyone died but you, and you make it to a house in about 30 minutes. And also, why aren't people questioning insurance? Seems like she has a pretty good family. And what about the insurance? Naturally, you would have insurance if you're flying a plane with your family. Oh, here. She literally fell out of the sky into a dark hole. Okay. Let me put some of these things away. Another thing is, they said, okay, Mary Gutzler. Sorry, Marty, they don't care. And here it says, the girl had a broken wrist but was coherent and calm. Yet, another one said, when police arrived, the little girl was so shaken up she could hardly make herself understood. So, there are so many contradictions. I have a feeling that this is a story generated to test how asleep the people are. So they kind of feed it into, you know, a computer program and say, okay, we need to create a story, an emotional story that'll tug at the heartstrings of the entire world, and it ends up getting created. So another thing I wanted to show you is that, okay, right here, this is where the guy says she was totally calm and coherent. Listen.
She had possible broken bones to her wrist and arm, and she was coherent and able to give us information about the general direction in which she had come from. This young lady reported that she had been on an aircraft that was headed back to Southern Illinois from Florida, where they had vacationed with family, and that during the flight something went wrong, and what she knew from that point was something that the plane was upside down. Her family on board was unresponsive. She utilized her non-injured arm and hand to free herself from the aircraft. There was a small fire at the site of the crash. She contemplated taking some type of stick to somehow possibly light that, use it as a torch to illuminate her path. This was abandoned because she was not able to find a item that would have done that for her.
Okay, so she didn't have a stick lit. She abandoned the idea, but it's going crazy around everywhere that she did have it. Okay, now look at this. This is kind of what I mean about AI writing the stories. Okay, it says the Gutzlers, a gregarious family who operated a local furniture business, were traveling home from a Florida vacation when their small place crashed in Kentucky. The only survivor was 7-year-old Sailor Gutzler who, question mark, what's that doing there? While bloodied and broken boned, question mark, walked nearly a mile through the dark woods to find help. Huh. So, you know, it's just really strange. And about the AI, okay, I can show you that. Well, you just look it up. You go, artificial intelligence writes news stories. And here it is again. She literally fell out of the sky into a dark hole. This is this is like creating this unreal story in the minds of younger people especially. And speaking of younger people, you know that Heidi Motes is the spokesperson for the NTSB, the National Transportation Security Board, and she got a scholarship from the Rotary Club to go to an aeronautics university. So actually she's only about 26 years old, and they probably chose her to be the face of the National Transportation Security Board because Heidi Motes, because this relates to young people, and she has a very childlike look that is sort of like the fantasy. Can look how young she looks. I read someone's comment and they said, "Wow, she looks 14." Look how long she looks. She looks like she fits right into the Sailor Moon storyline. Well, I think I have more things here to tell you, but there's just too much. Don't believe it. She's never been seen. There are too many contradictions. And if you question anything about that fund or anything like that, you are accused of not having a heart. So, dangerous times, and so don't believe too much, you know. Wait, hold off. Love all, trust few, and we're in really deceptive times. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless everyone with the true truth, especially about the Holy Spirit and Jesus Christ, the real one, not the fake one. Bye for now.